Hello, and, well, good morning again. I just got another break here, so ready to do part 2. And went ahead and rolled the next two teams already. So we have the On Point Kings versus Consortium. First off with Stop Sign versus Valiant. Of all the random things. Personally, I think this is absolutely going Rimfire. That would be, not Rimfire, but Chain Impact. Both of these are pretty sucky, not gonna lie. Stop Sign is basically, it just hops around and fires orbits. Chain Impact here can't hit a thing, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, never mind. Stop Sign's actually doing it. Come on, Stop Sign. If you're wondering, he is literally based off a Stop Sign. I even tried to make it to do letters and all that with the camouflage and the tertiary color scheme thing, but there's really only so much you can really do without decals. Come on, Stop Sign. You can do it. You can do it 9 times. Oh, he doesn't even have energy to move. Nope. Nope. Bye-bye, Stop Sign. I believed in you, but my belief was misplaced. Because you are Stop Sign. There we go. Full stop, he's eliminated. Let's see who's next. So that would be number 2 for the On Point Kings. Go check him out. Yeah, there's quite a lot of ACs to go through still. Alright, so number 2 we got Firebert versus. Probably would help to actually have their stuff up, huh? Number 4. Let's move that little elimination tag over. There we go, to number 4. Alright, so we got 4 versus the Firebert versus Masterpiece. Let's see this. Freshly hotified coffee. It tastes like burning and deliciousness. Alright. I'm gonna say this is going to the Masterpiece. Firebird's got more general firepower, but he doesn't really have the movement ability to dodge anything. Plus, also, isn't too hot at long range, which this map more than likely will end up favoring because of their tendency to get stuck on the giant mushroom. You know, as it goes. Pew, 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 pew. Alright. I'm doing Firebert. Can I at least try? Oh, well, no way, he's getting close. Not doing it very well, but he's trying. But once that rifle runs out, that might be a different story. Now, the combination of that rifle and EO tends to be really strong. As far as long as he doesn't get overwhelmed early on. Then usually the tri-missiles are good enough to finish off whatever's left. Usually. The thing is, he kind of sucks at close range, and this guy doesn't seem to want to get into close range. So that works out. It clearly works out in his favor. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he just got cracked really hard there. I think he hit him with one of the pods. Alright. Well, wouldn't have expected that one, but there we go. Last minute win for Firebert. Who's next? Alright, next up we got number 2. They still exist, so that's standing. Where are ya? There you are. So number 2 is... oh, Firebert. Alright, who's next? On the Consortium side, we have... no, 4 is already eliminated. Try again. Number 3, Rimfire. The bullet life. Alright. Definitely bullet life. Has to be. Because, yeah, look, he's not even able to get a reasonable lock on. Although this guy appears to be staring at my beautiful emblem on the wall over there instead of actually doing anything. Oh man, if he rocket pods him again, that'll be amazing. So, in case you're wondering what the hell happened in that last one, if you aren't aware, the pods, until they actually trigger and do their whole firing all the missiles out everywhere thing, they kind of just function as a giant rocket, pretty much. The thing just, like, flies, well, like a shipping crate of pain, more or less. And it calculates everything that's inside of it as just one lump. So, yeah, that is by far the most effective way for them to ever be used. Oh my goodness. There's no reason the Firebird should be doing as well as he is. Holy crapola. Oh, that's just unconscionable. Okay. Not a good commando name, but apparently a good AC. Alright, let's roll some wheels. Our number... wait, whoops. Sorry, that is the wrong team here. 5 is already gone. Please try again. Alright, number 3, we got Trogdor. And who are you against? Looks like number 1. 2 and 3 are gone, right? No, 2 is still in there, surprisingly. 4 is gone. So yeah, number 1's still in there, so we got the Unruly. I'm gonna say Trogdor in this one. The odds that he's able to completely avoid the flamethrower for the entire match are pretty unlikely, given the AI's tendency to hang out right under someone's nose. So I just noticed the shoulders on Trogdor here, the rounded shoulders. All the others have that big, majestic flap that opens. These have this, like, sad little disc door. Yeah, there we go. I'll just go ahead and mark him off already. That's a pretty solid stomp right there. Squish, burn, maim. Okay. Stop rolling that dang stop sign. Okay, so we got number 1. The On-Point Kings, so should be Fahugo Gods. There we go. We got Strongbad, and who else? And 5 and 2, we got number 2. We got the Valiant. Let's give it a look-see. I forgot to mess with Strongbad's eye color. It was supposed to be green, not blue. Actually, no wait, it is supposed to be blue, what am I saying? I've come to that conclusion several times now, and I keep deciding to almost go and do it wrong. Oh well. Oh well. Thankfully it's annoying to edit, so I usually notice before editing. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is going to Strongbad pretty solidly. Seems like the only loss they're gonna take is the stop sign, then. That flamethrower does not shoot chocolate $100 bills. So it totally should. Alright, that leaves 1 for Consortium. Looks like we got number 2. Alright, Firebird. Last chance to not get eliminated. Versus number 5, so the Killer Whale. And I'm gonna say Firebird. Definitely betting Firebird on this one. He's getting in close range, but he's not firing. I don't know why. Doesn't seem to want to do anything correctly, really. And there's no mulligans for broken AI. It's either they win or they don't, so... Okay, he's given away 2 of his advantages already. There we go. Finally. Finally accomplishing something with those things. It's funny because the way that this guy flies really makes me think of heavyweight ACs in AC4. And then that slow drag upwards. Like, I'm trying so hard. And then they try super hard. And they don't overheat because it's 4th gen. Okay, so those are gone. I'm still seeing Firebird on this one, though. Because the Killer Whale, while good, it's not going to be good enough to pull off this kind of thing. It just doesn't handle against close range at all. Pew, 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 pew. He's on shotgun and pistol now, it's over. I suppose it's still possible that he runs Firebird out of shots. Not terribly likely, but possible. Yeah, it's starting to head towards impossible now. And that's that. That's a consortium eliminated. And 4 people left on number 25 here, so moving right along. And we have 17. Versus 26. Okay, they haven't been in yet. I thought for a second they might have been. Okay. Let's see who those are. 17, so... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Metal Grr. Alright, and who are we rolling for them? Number 4. Alright, so we got the Peace Walker. Yeah, if there was a way to, like, go and pop in this little menu I'm putting together here, I probably would. But, maybe not. Actually, come to think of it, totally can, can't I? Although I don't really know where it would go. Never mind, never mind. Okay, for these guys... gonna be number 4. So who are they again? 26? Alright, so... 3, 24, 25, 26, right? Yeah. And number 4 would be the Aretha. Seems fitting, I suppose. Fitting enough, anyway. Let me just pop those down real quick and give it a start. I'm saying 100% Peace Walker. Has to be. It's just got so much absurd amounts of firepower. Like, the Aretha's got stuff going on too, but I'm just saying the Peace Walker does not friggin' joke around. Although, if it's gonna get itself stuck like this... alright. Managed to burn the Aretha. Oh, nice, okay. I'm alright to be wrong in that case. Alright, that's one down for the Metal Gear team. Okay, next we got number 1, so we got the Rex versus... It's weird because this is actually pretty... It should be pretty well skewed. Alright, so number 4, so the Aretha again. Just because the entire Metal Gear team is made not to fly. So this is basically flightless birds versus flying robots, so... We'll see. But they've all got pretty decent firepower, so it's still possible. It's still very possible. So it can only walk, and occasionally boost short distances. And apparently stare at walls a lot. Right. This is going well. Just go ahead and write him off right now. There we go. Done deal. He's written off. Didn't even get a shot off. Wow. Alright. Moving on. Such is the nature of things. And number 5. So, the frickin' Sahelanthropus. And for deep sea fish, what are we doing? Number 1. Got the Critique. If you're wondering on the music, I'm not sure what it is specifically either. There's a whole list of it. It's like one of these 2-hour mixes of fighting music. Started listening to it while doing the whole editing thing. It's like, wow, this is actually alright. I'm gonna put this on there. Okay. What the hell's Critique doing? It's like the startup to that one Gigabase fight. Please tell me you're not going to lose to this piece of crap. Huh. Seriously, if Critique loses to the Sahelanthropus, it's just going to be embarrassing. I mean, I had to tone this guy down because he actually had a chance before. Okay, there we go. He's gone. Good. I'm glad. I really didn't want that thing carrying on anywhere. Man. Friggin' Sahelanthropus is such a dumb thing. Not the original concept, mind you. It looks like 2. At this point, instead of re-rolling a billion times, since I don't want to just, you know, remake the entire wheel under different situations, I'm actually just going for whatever it's closer to. Unless it's too close to call. Alright, so it looks like number 4 from here. Wow. Okay, so just Aretha's gonna murder all the Metal Gears. That's what's going on this time. But yeah, no. So just in terms of what they did with it in MGS5. Yeah, if you haven't, tried it or never really gotten to the series or whatever, the entire thing from back when the first ones were coming out on the SNES and stuff, and how the whole series went, it was always about just conspiracies to build giant robots, and it's a really weirdly specific thing. But every single time, you're just, the sneaky guy going through and, finding out about the whole conspiracy thing, and everybody talks about dangers of war forever. But, they were fun, they were quirky, they were way more serious than they needed to be at times, and just weird, right? And then that 5th one comes along, and it should be noted that up to this point, they kind of went out of their way to explain whenever there was a plot hole. To some degree. Well, to the majority of the degrees, anyway. In 5, they just left the biggest plot hole in the world open, and just never even bothered answering it. Because it was always, you had that giant robot thing, you saw little glimpses of it every now and then you finally get to the very end and you fight the thing, and usually whatever place you're in crumbles because of all the craziness that was going on there. Alright, looks like number 5, so we got Solo. But anyway, so it was always a cool thing that way, it was a good formula. But their developer had essentially decided to kick out the lead who had done the entire series, and then just like pretty much rush to the end with the entire thing. So a child literally steals it partway through the plot. Like you see the thing, you run away from the thing. Later on, you fight the thing. You end up beating the thing and taking its parts, and at some point you get a psychic child guy. Don't worry, it makes about as much sense as the rest of the series, but point being, it's just like, it's a busted up robot thing sitting there in a basement, and then this kid comes along, just like, check out all my psychic powers, takes over the thing, and flies away, and it's just leaps and bounds better than anything else in the entire series. Because, like, early on they start off with just, it's a tank thing, which is this thing. It's just like a tank with crab arms, and it turns into a giant chicken, and then it turns into, like, a bigger chicken, and then, you know, at one point, actually it was right after this one, they had, dang, that was a complete wash. But yeah, so, point being, it just goes on and on and on. And, you know, they have, like, this 4-legged one, that was the Peace Walker. And they had all these cool little variants on it. And they were always clunky, like, they weren't some super advanced thing. And then you get one that's right after the crab thing, right after the 4-legged thing, but before you get to the one that looks like a giant clunky chicken. And the thing's just like a straight-up Gundam, more or less, and a psychic child steals it, and then just runs off and nobody ever mentions it again. Let's just say stupid ensued with that one. Alright. So there was a reason that people were mad, because they just threw everything into the trash entirely. I mean, the thing was fun, it's just clearly nobody paid any attention to it after a certain point, as far as the writing went. Not that it was ever, you know, turning into any great work of literature anytime soon, but it had its moments. It was really really cool in that way. Alright, so we got Team 20 versus 14. So, 23, 22, 21... What? I have it on here twice? Hang on, I think I might actually have it on here twice. For that matter, I think I found it in the wrong direction or something. Hang on, wait a sec. 17, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right. 18, 19, 20. But that was also 23? Oh, hell, I have these all wrong now. Right. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 20. Okay, first off, you are 20. Roast God is actually... Ooh, whoops. Hang on. 23. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So we're just gonna go Renegades on this one then. Since I screwed it up. Whatever, it happens, because it's 38 of them that don't really have any rhyme or reason to where the saves decide to sit. Alright, so we've got question mark, question mark, question mark, the mystery guy from Southline, and then let's look at 14. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got Finale. And that would be number 4. We got the Raging Torrent Mark V. Let's go for it. I'm gonna say Raging Torrent. I'd be very glad to be wrong, though, because I'd like to see this guy carry on. Because Raging Torrent is a dick. Caspian, if you don't know who I'm talking about. But this thing is actually kind of like a halfway AC of sorts. He went for certain upgrades every single time that you ran into him. And so, due to the fact that a lot of his parts weren't available to some description, this just sort of became the upgraded version of his final one, since he basically gets killed off at 5. And since a lot of people presumably ended up losing to him in his 4th version, you know, maybe his last version here would be around. Oh well, so Solo got taken out. Not Solo, but question marks. Mystery, whatever. So next up we got number 4. Alright, Green Witch, so somebody gets a free win here. Number 2. Oh, Dr. Siegel. Looks like Dr. Siegel gets to have a win. Right, what? That thing does a lot to him. I'm pretty certain Siegel's got this, but I guess you never know. It'd be funny if the King of the Lightweights lost to a hover. Because lightweights are generally a counter for hovers, especially when they are entirely energy-based and out of energy. I mean, on most days, a crumpled piece of paper is a nice counter for Green Witch over here. Yeah, there we go. That's that. You lost. For a second there, I thought she ran off the cliff. That would have been hilarious. Nice. Stylish finish. I think I already took her off the list, too. Okay. Yeah, she was number 4, right? Yeah. Ooh, the lasers is gonna get a run at some point. Alright, number 5 is already gone. Number 2 is the lasers. The lasers. Alright. Finale. Got number 5. Against the bad news. Well, this thing is a 100% counter. That is for dang certain. Love how the actual fighting music started up the moment that this started going. Love when that kind of stuff just lines up, you know? Yep. Rip lasers. But it's funny because it starts off with these little weak pew-pews. It's just taking little careful shots. And then after the chip runs out, it just goes all crazy-like. For some reason, this chip actually causes him to be super careful with these things. It's kind of an odd thing. But it was the only way I could really make him to make reasonable use of the Silkies, and there we go. Now it goes for the aggressive version. As he gets slapped in the face every time he tries. And despite the fact that he's doing quite a bit of damage, it's not going to be enough. I mean, it's a fun build, but it's a gimmick. Yep, goodbye. Okay, so far Finale is doing pretty darn well. Or wait a sec. No wait, yes. Yes, that is correct. Okay, Renegades, where are you? Let me just double check here, yeah. 3 and 1 are left. Okay, so we got 3. Where's for Finale? Number 4. Alright, they still exist. Go for it. I'm hoping Supplice gets it. As I said, I just want to see Caspian get his due. Or get his comeuppance. Even though he's actually a really good AC. Like one of those things like where they're good, but you really only hope the worst for them. Because the fight that he shows up in is so douchey, it made me... It's one of the many things that turned me off of Last Raven. Like, I legitimately hate the story mode in Last Raven. Despite the fact that it has so many things that I actually should like. Yeah, no, Supplice is getting torn to pieces. Because for some reason he doesn't want to shoot as much as he just stare at his grenade launcher. And yes, thankfully his AI is one of the ones that does act compatibly with this particular chip that he's using, the Def 1. Pretty much what it does is it causes them to take cover behind buildings like he does in the intro for 4. This felt fitting. Yeah, there we go, he's out. He's definitely out. I was hoping he'd make a comeback, but no such luck. Okay, Renegades, that leaves the Grasshopper versus 2 from Finale. Sorry for the going up and down the menu this entire time. Alright. Grasshopper versus Seagull. I was promising this fight a while ago, then completely forgot. Now let's pretend it was on purpose and not entirely random. Oh. Copyright claim for the first one, you don't say. That never happens on almost every single part. Yeah, come on, Grasshopper. You can get lucky and just outright broadside everyone, right? Almost. He's such a weird build, because he really only needs one of those to hit, and then he just wins it. Because it's enough to destroy their mobility, pretty much take off half their AP almost at any weight class. Good stuff. Come on, Grasshopper. Be the hopper. Do it. Oh, dang it, he had such a perfect shot there. Somehow he's keeping up, but... By the way, Royal, sorry to hope your AC loses here, but I just want to see the Grasshopper do more stuff. Plus, he's also the last member of the team. Boom! Dang. That's pretty sweet looking. Okay, what are you doing? Come on, Bazooka's just one shot, that's all you need. Alright, that was all the AI's fault, but yeah. Alright, so that's Renegades eliminated. Alright, let's roll one more and we'll call it a part 2. Okay, looks like 19. 19. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Sense make. Perfect, versus Team 34. Huh. Okay. Sense Make, actually... 2 and 3 are already eliminated. They don't get a second chance. Those shouldn't have been on there. Alright. So first off, who from this team? On number 5. There we go. Yeah, repeats, I'm probably just going to take out like that. Replace them with somebody else down the road. Alright, and then for 34. 8, 6, 5, 4. Yeah. The 4 to 1 is number 4. Alright, there we go. Got my notes set. Let's get this started. Yeah, this is going to flag. Definitely going to flag. Actually, kind of thinking, you know what? First of all, I was hoping Irony would get a chance, so whatever, he was built a second time. And then the other one is, what's his face? You know, the Hot Rod, so... whatever. Not a threat to anyone. This is just an inexplicable opportunity for Irony to actually have a chance to remain in the tournament. So, never mind. Completely backpedaling on that one. Okay. Let's make... Number 5 just did not quite make it. 2! Alright, who gets a free win? Alright, number 1. Off of 4 to 1. Yeah, this is fair. I'm not even gonna give her an elimination thing. There's no chance. As it turns out, the Proto-Exus's main weakness is this harmless thing that just set itself on fire. Yeah, this thing belongs in Bionic Dudes. I mean, it sets itself on fire, basically can't hit anything, didn't even bring enough shots to do anything. Alright, so who's next? I'm just fast-forwarding this because we already know how it's gonna go. Alright. Sense Make number 1. Okay, so the C double odd AL, and for 4 to 1. That's kind of funny, the whole double aught thing, which I believe is a British thing. Kind of funny that that ended up carrying, like, very few Britishisms carry over to the US. But, like, shotgun shells, it's perfectly fine for some reason. It's odd. Random linguistic thing of the day. But yeah, that's like the only time I've ever heard it carried over either. Like for Double Aught Buck, which is, as I understand it, like some kind of double-loaded shot shell of some sort. Or no, I think it was no, it's the ones with the heavier balls in there. Har, heavy balls. Okay, this is closer than it has any right to be. Wow. Huh. I think the Patriot might actually win it. Weirdly fitting in this case, actually. But yeah, take your weird Britishisms out of here. And yes, I'm actually a huge fan of Britishism, so not actually judging against it. Wow, yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it. Doing it 9 times. Nice. And barring a last-second comeback with the worst blade in the game... yeah, there we go. There we go. Good job, Patriot. Or Twin Head. Whatever. We got 4 and 3 left. Okay, so sense make. Alright. I rolled a 5. Looks like the closest is actually the 4. We got the Wily tank. Versus number 5. We got Sela. My money's on Sela. For movement, not on this map. No, actually. No, it's on Wily tank. The Sela does not have an advantage on a place that she can get stuck every few inches. Even despite the fact that this thing can barely move. And it's still got some turning speed despite the fact that it's clunkier than... well... I was about to say my car, but it's actually reasonably mobile. Yeah, this thing's clunkier than a solid block of rust. Yep. I mean, it's less of a tank and more just a torso dragging itself on the ground. But hey, it's doing it. Okay. Sela got a few cuts in, but it's probably not going to make a difference. Come on. Got his back. Got his back. You can do it. Why are you not using your arms? You have a perfect opening here. I think because of its technically higher numbers, they have a pretty huge preference towards using the chain gun. Because if he had used his arms right here... There we go. The arms make a really big difference. Oh wow! He might pull it off. Now the Selena just came out. Good dodge, bad dodge. It's unlikely he'll make a comeback. Oh, just use your dang arms, you idiot. Come on. You're the only guy on the team. How are they going to repopulate the Earth now? Okay, well... Go figure, Wily Tank got it. Okay. Looks like we got Wily Tank again, I think. Number 4, yes, that's Wily Tank. Number 2. Okay, so the Patriot. Definitely betting on the Patriot this time. They've got a lot more movement, and they've got energy. Which the tank does not. Not to mention there's plenty of cover here. Okay, he's really doing good work with those orbits, though. Never mind. Yeah, I think Wily's got it. If he ends up coming in and sweeping this entire team so that Irony can stay in the tournament, I'm happy, though. Is the one thing that's keeping Irony going. Through his accidental clone. It was his twin brother. I guess Majesty or something, I don't know. Oh, whatever, Genobi's allowed to have a clone. So, I don't see why Irony doesn't. Aside from the fact that he's terrible. Also, Crossback technically has a clone, too. Because there's the crossover, I think, on one of Cow's teams. Dodge, you fool! I wonder if there's some weird level skipping stuff you could do with the grenade launcher. It always seems to launch you into weird places. Yeah, this is definitely going to Wily. Okay. And then it was 2v3. And go figure, wouldn't you know it, it's Wily again. Actually funny because this works with the team name as well. Makes sense, don't question it. Alright, we got number 1, so we got the Exus. This is probably their best bet for taking out this thing. Considering how well he's doing, I completely forgot he had those orbits. Makes his breath all fresh. Makes his brush. Wow. Alright. Come on, you clunky bastard. What's it take to kill ya? Right. A lot, it would seem. Oof. Yeah, it's just downright insane how much stuff he's rendering outright ineffective. But okay, Etsu's still got a chance here. Actually, a pretty good one now that she's at close range. If she would stop backing off like an idiot, though, that would certainly help. She's winning it currently, but only a tiny bit. And there we go, she caught up again. Come on, orbits. Use your use your gun, come on. Oh, crap. Goodbye. Whew, that was a pretty awesome one. Okay. That leaves it with only the clone. Alright, clone. Clonage. Wait a second, that's... I don't know, I'm mixing something up. Okay, number 4. Number 4. So flag... yeah, no. Flag's just gonna roast him. That whole clone thing doesn't even matter. And yeah, after this fight, after Irony gets curb stomped, should be a few minutes here until the little one's up, so time for me to get on with my day. Probably come back to this tomorrow. If he hadn't stood still, he would have had a shot. Yeah, goodbye. Alright, so of the 38 teams, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eliminated. Alright, long way to go. Anyway, see you next time.